see this dude. He got no color, right?
They say God is black.
Yeah.
I say God is a being.
And I'm about to prove it for him.
But we don't.
You read the book of Daniel, don't you? You read the book of Daniel, don't you? Yeah. All right, let me read this.
I'm sorry, I got you.
Hold on. Let's get this. I'm glad you stopped him. And then, hey, I'm about to get it to you. Here we go. I'm about to get it to you. And so he knows I'm not playing a trick. What does that say? So you know the version I'm using, right? Here we go. This is the book of Daniel 7 and verse 9. Here we go. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hairs of his head, click one, that gets her, right? Okay. And the hairs of his head were like pure wool. Now I ask you this, is your hair categorized as woolly?
So, I don't know.
Yes or no, sir? That's all I need.
Most people probably say no.
No. Is your hair categorized as woolly?
Yeah, it gets pretty nappy at times.
Woolly, miss, like lamb's wool. Then they call the Lord the Lamb of God, right?
I have curly hair.
That's an image.
I'm going to keep going. Let's go. It says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and his hairs of his heads were like pure wool, and the throne was like a flame of fire, and the wheels were a burning fire. Let's jump down to verse...
Let me read my shit.
Hold on.
Where?
Right here.
You know, I didn't know how to read the Bible, all the verses, until last year.
I'm sorry, I got you.
No. He ain't getting involved. Don't be sorry to him, man. You don't know who the hell that is, man. This is hold on. Just because he got a white thing on his neck, don't make him righteous, man. And it says, I know it doesn't, but don't say sorry for him like you stopping this benevolent dude.
Okay,
This is Revelation. Hold on, there we go. Revelations 1 and 13, and it says, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. What was that girdle?
So the cloth was a typical dress that was worn in that time.
No, it wasn't. It says a golden girdle. A tunic was what was worn that time. Hold on, don't answer for him, please. What was that girdle? Because he's supposed to be a man of God, so I'm asking. No. He says, let me read it again, so I'll read it slow. I wasn't mild, miss, calm down. I thought you were trying to be sober. Thank you, man. And it says, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot. That's his garment. The tunics, right? Yeah. You know that.
Yeah.
And girt. What is girt?
It's a verb. It's a cover.
To wrap.
I'm going
to girt.
I have to pee.
She wasn't around it. She just said to stop my man. And it says, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. Now, what's that girdle? Now he was girt. He was held around the paps. So he had his tunic. Then the girdle went around him. So what was it?
Well, you have to consider the fact that it's the book of Revelation, and that's an apocalyptic literature. And so they're speaking in visions.
Okay, well, anyway, what do cops wear out when they go to their beat?
They wear a belt.
And what else?
Well, all the different things that they feel that they need
under
to
their shirts.
A vest.
My man, right? Why do they wear that vest?
Protect themselves.
Exactly, from the vital organs, right? So the Lord, isn't he said he's coming back for war? Right? It's in Revelation, John is seeing the Lord come back, right? So isn't he coming back for war, right? Didn't you just see this homosexual and lesbian marriage be passed, right? So you think he's coming back to hand people out daisies?
No, I don't think he's coming to hand people out daisies, but I'm not sure that we want to. Of course, he says he could call down as the thrones of angels. Of course,
but he's with them now. Why would he need to call them down? He's with them.
I'm saying that he has that. He says it when he was incarnate on the world. He had that power. So I'm not sure what the point you're.
I don't want to skip, but I just had to get you on the girdle. The girdle's a war belt. Okay.
Right, I understand.
It was a gold of Uphaz. Because you remember back in, I think it was Isaiah. He said that he would be wearing the fine gold of Uphaz. Now let's keep going. So it was a golden girdle. It says his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. Why was his hair so white as snow?
Well, you're talking about a vision there. You're not talking about Christ.
John the Revelator is looking at the Messiah. He's looking at him. He's describing. He said, look, right here.
Dream, yes.
What does Revelations mean?
what is revelation? To reveal means to
Okay, you got it. You got it. Revelations means to reveal, right? So he says the revealing of what? Read it right there.
Jesus Christ.
Verbatim. So he's revealing himself.
The word in Greek is different than revelation.
Man, we can go into the Hebrew. We'd rather go into that. I can go into Hebrew. I'm trying to save you the slack. Let me keep reading. And it says, his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were a flame of fire, and his feet. Now, why is John, if this is a prophetic, why is he saying about his feet? Now, why is John going down?
He's describing a vision.
Well, why is he going from his head to his feet?
Because he recognized the face, and then he moves and describes the rest. Why would he just be?
Because he's bowing. It's simple, man. Don't make something harder than it is. He's bowing.
What are you doing? You're making it harder than it is.
No, it's not. John, I'm telling you. John said, look, his head and his hairs were white like wool. His garment was white as snow. His girt about the paps with a golden girdle. Look where I'm going. Now where I'm at. I'm looking at his feet. John was looking at his feet. Did not every one of the prophets said that their energy left for him and the Lord had to grab them up? Remember those times where he had to put in the spirit back in them? They just fell. They knew what the Lord was. And let me keep going for the sake of time. It says his feet like unto fine brass. Now if we go to a key maker, right? And I ask, this is a brass key hands me, okay? And it says his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice the sound of many waters. So he had a loud voice, right? And his feet was fine brass. When have you seen a two-tone human being? So if his feet...
Well, if I've been to Israel, I've seen many people who have a polished tone skin.
Okay,
what's the
you get this brass key. If I stick this brass key into a furnace, what is it going to get?
Red. And eventually white if you get hot enough.
That's in a furnace if I'm smoking it. But this said just a furnace. So what does metal... I know you know what science is. What does metal do?
Hot.
No, there's a certain thing that happens to metal before the blackening, before the melting, and before the redness. It gets a black soot on it. Soot. You know what I'm talking about, to where you can wipe it off, right? So it's showing you if you stick that brass in there, it's going to have a dark tint. Because let me hit you to something else. Because you say that, oh, that Solomon, or that he was just looking. This is the book that I'm showing you right here. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon. Because we know Solomon to be a descendant of who? And then we know that the Christ is of the David seed, the David divinity line. So let's read this. It says, I am black, but calmly. You know what calmly means? What does it mean?
It means I'm calm and you're yelling at me.
This dude is a bug out. It says,
I'm just trying to walk down the street.
Because I know, because you're a man of God, right? Shouldn't you defend the gospel?
I am.
So don't act the part, man. I'm asking you. If you get scrimmage about your so-called belief, you should be able to stand on your two, right?
I'm standing right here, but I'm
then
not
listen. It says, I am black, but calmly. Now I ask you, what does calmly mean?
It means relaxed, like I am.
No,
like
beautiful. Let's go right here.
Well,
calmly.
Oh, well, you see, you didn't say calmly, you said calmly. Calmly sounds to me like C-A-L-M-Y.
Let me say it again.
Now, if I read it,
am
it says
black.
calmly.
What does calmly mean?
That means something different.
What does calmly mean now?
Well,
the one that I just showed you in this Bible. What is calmly? Read it. That one. What does it mean? Calmly.
What he was saying earlier. It's not.
Aren't you the man? Why has he got that white thing on his neck? What does it mean? Tell me right now. Don't tell me what he said.
So if I tell you I don't know what that word, the translation you're
then you don't know. Then I'm going to keep reading and I'm going to explain it to you.
Okay.
So you don't know what it means, right?
That particular word in the English language.
Okay, now, let me read it verbatim. Because you see right here it has a letter 2 by it, right? So I'm going to read it verbatim. And it says, in verse 5, it says lovely or beautiful. Okay. Now let me read it again. I am black, but beautiful. Who says that today? Is it not the Negro man? Is it not the Negroes? That's our saying, ain't it? I'm black and beautiful. This is what Solomon, the wisest king on the planet, at the time when he was on the planet, this is what he said. I am black, but calmly, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar. Hold on, stay with me. As the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me, because I am black. because the Son hath looked upon me, my mother's children were angry with me. So he's saying, look, son, because you know when the Negroes, we go to the Middle East, we get really dark. Because we've been over in America, we've lightened up a little bit. But it's saying, Solomon was already telling you I'm black and beautiful. So he was proud of it. So in your Catholic clergy, your institution, do you not have this image right up? Do you not have that image of Cesare Borgia?
We also have other images of Jesus. There's a darker skin. We have images of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mexico with darker skin.
So you're telling me that the Most High has multiple looks?
I'm saying that you're trying to put an image, you're trying to describe an image of something that is greater than any image. God is infinite.
Did they hang an infinite image on a cross?
No, they hung Jesus' cross.
They hung a body, right? They hung a specific body.
They hung God on the cross.
No, they hung the Lord on the. They hung the Son on the cross, man.
Truly
Do you know
God
your facts, man? So you saying
man.
God is? You saying the Lord is God? You saying that the
saying
Christ on the cross is the Most High?
I'm saying He is truly God and truly man.
So why did the Lord go? Who did He go grab the book from? Hey, you don't even know what book.
book?
No, let me get it. No,
He did not grab the Bible.
He didn't grab the Bible?
No, the
You're
Bible
tripping,
didn't exist.
dude.
When Jesus Christ walked the earth, the Bible didn't exist.
What did He? Okay, what was sealed? What was sealed?
The Old Testament writings that existed prior, but the Bible itself was not written until afterwards.
What was
the Bible?
What was the Bible before it was called the Bible? Let me ask him
Well,
this.
you're talking about the old. You're talking about the Hebrew scriptures.
No, let's say before the.
Okay,
keep going.
You can be talking about all the different. There's a whole series of them over the course of 1,000 years.
Okay.
So I'm not sure.
Let me read this to you, man, and let's see if.
But I'm not sure what your point is in stopping me today.
I know you. The point is because I'm telling you the place that you're under, that you got your so-called collar from.
Yeah.
That's a wicked institution. You know that, right?
Where'd the Bible
That's
come
not.
from?
What are you talking about? Where
The
does
Bible came from the Catholic Church.
No, it didn't, man. Actually, no, he's point right.
absolutely
But you
right.
know who was the Catholic Church before? Who took it over? You remember the Pope right here. This guy. Let me get the thing up. His father. You know who Cesare Borgia is, right?
Okay.
Of the Borgia family,
Yes,
right?
but
You know who he is.
Long after the Catholic Church was founded.
I know, but I'm trying to get to you. That Pope, when he came in there, do you know how his father, Rodrigo Borgia, got the office of Pope?
The mistakes of men in the Middle Ages did not negate the fact that the Bible was written by the Church.
How did Rodrigo Borgia get the office of Pope?
Nepotism.
No, that was during the Renaissance period, man. Do you not know that was the rebirth of what?
The rebirth of what are you talking about?
What is the
Renaissance?
The Renaissance is rebirth.
In French.
Who was it rebirthing?
Well, the Renaissance refers to an entire intellectual movement. So I'm not sure what you're
Okay, man.
referring
All
to.
right, let me tell you this. They painting this image did not come up until Rodrigo Borgia came into power. Okay, so this image of Christ was painted by Leonardo and Michelangelo down at the bottom. You can see those,
yeah.
right? I got the facts on them, man. It's not, you're just thinking that I know that this image came apart during the Renaissance period because that was when the so-called white man came into power. Before that, it was ruled by dark people.
Right, but my question is, why is this an issue?
Because it's an issue. Why did you cover up? If the issue of Christ being a black man, as I proved to you in the Bible, if it was an issue, why did you guys cover it up and take the image away?
Who took what image away?
Your church did. It's not the image that's in this Bible that I just read to you. They don't have this image I just read out here.
There's
Right
lots of
here.
Images within the history of the
This
church.
image is an artist's rendition. I'm not saying this is the Messiah, but I'm saying this image is more attached than this because is his hair white as snow? Is that white? And yes or no, man? Is his hair white as snow?
Not white as snow.
Is his feet bronze? Is his brain burned? Is his face bronze?
It's brown.
How is it that you guys, okay, do you not have to have sunscreen when you go into the sun?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
How are you doing?
Hi, guys.
Hey, yeah.
Do you not have to have sunscreen when you go into the sun, right?
I could
Is
choose
that
to
not
put
a fact?
on sunscreen, Yes.
You can choose
I
to
can
not,
choose- and
but
I get burned.
what's going to happen
And I
to
get
you?
burned.
And you get burned, right?
Right, yeah.
So how is it possible?
God bless you.
Take care.
He ain't doing that. Anyway, how is it that the Israelites could be in the hot, blistering desert? Because I see you, man. I see your spirit, man. It's not a spirit of the Most High, man. You're dancing around questions that you should know. You're asking me that you don't even know what girded means. If the Lord is dealing with you, He would tell you what girded means, man.
The Lord speaks in more than just the Bible.
And who does He deal with then? Who's the Lord dealing with? Let me get you this.
The people He has created. He has made us in their image and likeness.
No, stop dancing. Your
Your
cup. Let me read this and break this down. This is Amos 3 and verse 2, and it says, "You." Let me go to verse 1. "Hear these words that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying." Did He bring the Egyptians?
When Jesus Christ.
Yes or no? That's all I want, man. Did He bring the Egyptians? Did He bring the Egyptians?
Did He bring the Egyptians with Him? Did Moses bring the Egyptians with Him? No. Moses did not bring the Egyptians.
What happened to the Egyptians?
Their empire fell.
It was destroyed.
It was destroyed.
Okay.
Did Jesus Christ not say, "Go and baptize all the nations and make disciples"?
He was talking about the Gentiles.
In the name of the
Did He
Father?
not say Peter? That was when He came to Peter and that sheet came down in front of Peter, right?
Are the Egyptians not Gentiles?
No, they're not Gentiles. Those were Israelites in the those were Hellenista. Have you went into the word Hellenista and Hellenic?
Yes.
What is the difference?
The Hellenists are when you're Hellenista. But you don't know.
What does it say? You shall speak to these people in stammering lips. You don't even know that's what stammering is. To mock. It's to mock. It's the joke. That's what we're doing with you, man. Because I'm defending the gospel. You're not going to walk down the street as this benevolent so-called individual, and I got to call you out. I got to ask you because I know where my faith is at.
I know where my faith is at too.
Then exactly. So that's what we're doing. You got doesn't iron? Does it say iron and I got a loud voice, sir. Doesn't it say iron sharpeneth iron?
Yep.
Hey, you ain't iron then, because you ain't sharpening nothing, man. You asking us questions.
You're asking me questions. I'm trying to walk down the street and go home.
Well, you ain't going home, man. You got a collar on your neck. Go ahead.
That the Messiah is a black man. He's not white.
And the Israelites.
Here's my question. Why does it matter?
Let me finish. I'm gonna give it to you.
Why does it matter? What matters is that the Messiah loves you.
I'm gonna give it.
He loves you.
Let me get. No, because he has a point that's in his Bible, and what you're saying is not matching up. And it says, "Hear these words that I have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying," listen, "you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Can two walk together except they be agreed?" So we can't walk together. So we can't. You ain't walking the line I'm walking. And the Lord said, "Look, you Israel, the only have I known." Let me get you another one, just in case you think it's slipping.
What do you think He means by Israel?
Israel, yeah. What does Israel mean? No, let me hit him to this. What does Israel mean?
What do you think Israel means?
What is the Hebrew word when the angel told Jacob, "Thy name shall be named Israel"? Right. Tell me what Israel means.
He's talking about all the tribes that can come out of there. My question to you is simply, when Jesus Christ speaks of Israel, He's speaking of the chosen race, the chosen people. Are we so close-minded as to believe that that's only specifically referring to the people led out of Egypt by Moses?
Are you a tap dancer? Are you a tap dancer on the side?
No, I can't dance.
Okay. Tell me what Israel means. If I was not a so-called believer and I came to you, you're a so-called man of the cloth, and I said, "Sir, what does Israel mean?"
I would say, in humility, I will go look it up and I'll come talk to you about it, and I'll do my research.
Good. You don't know. That's what
so
you got.
You know everything, every word.
I don't, but I'm about to tell you. I didn't accuse you of nothing. I just asked you, and you just said you don't know.
Recording me, by the way? I'm just curious.
No, you're not. No.
Yes, you are. I can see the recording, but you're not asking my permission.
Are you now? Are you see what he had to do? I thought you were a man of God. Why you got to dance to that? That's the tune you got to go off with. But let me tell you this:
because you're recording me without my permission. I didn't even realize
Israel means what? Since you're not on camera.
Chosen.
No. It means Yah-Shur Allah. What does Yah-Shur Allah? Because that's what it means in Hebrew. What does Yah-Shur Allah mean?
Say I don't know.
Okay. It means Prince of the Power. Yah.
Yeah.
He. Shah.
Yeah.
Shah means prince.
Yes.
Allah, power. So he says, look, Israel, when he changed Jacob's name, he said, "Your name shall be now Israel, Yah-Shur Allah, because your seed, that you said it yourself, that shall come out of your loins shall be the prince of the power," the 12 tribes. That's why in the Revelation, let me finish reading this, then we'll jump to that. This is Psalms 147 and verse 19. "He showeth his words unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. As for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord."
Yeah.
Bam! Let me jump to this one.
Where are you getting that from? I'm asking.
This is Psalms.
Okay, and how do we read the Psalms?
They're songs.
How do we read the
They're
entire
songs.
Old Testament?
What does that have to do with the breakdown, man? Break it down. Forget how we're saying it. Why does it say you only have I dealt with of all the nations? Break that down, man.
He's speaking to the people he's called out of Egypt.
Which is Yasharallah, Israel. You see this dude, man? See this dude, man?
Here's my question. How do we read the Old Testament? Do we read it in the light of the revelation, the fullness of revelation of Jesus Christ? Or do we read it separated? So we read it in the light of Jesus Christ. We take the gospel message of Jesus Christ, which his last words to us are to go and to preach the gospel to all nations. He also says that
do you believe
the letters of Paul say that we are the I don't believe
he said no, I got him. He just said the last words of the Lord, what the Lord told him to do, right?
At the ascension.
Got you. I got you, man. Don't dance now. This is now you see it's in red. You know who's talking, right? Okay. He fell into it. I knew he was gonna go there. This is the book of Matthew 10 and verse 5.
That's not the last words.
Come on, man. Are we not going to listen to the Lord's words?
You know
now you're going to say that is ascension? I know you. It says the wicked fleeth when no man pursue. I know you getting ready to leave. You've been wanting to leave, but the Spirit making you stay here.
I wanted to walk home and
it says, I know, because I want to see Emmanuel Clough. You're supposed to answer this thing. Defend the word. Because I know your beliefs is false. The clergy, why do they rape little boys then? Why is your Catholic clergy raping little boys? Answer that. Answer that then, man. Because they're fallen human. Why isn't your Catholic clergy? Because there's a punishment for that in this book. Let's keep going. And it says, these 12, the Lord sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the ways of the Gentiles and enter.
I'm sorry.
Boy,
are you perfect? Have you never?
No, I'm not doing that. It ain't. I've already been saying. Oh, of course. But you got to be a defender of the gospel.
I can defend the gospel.
You can't.
What Jesus Christ said, not what you're.
Let me get it. And it says.
Who did he die for?
He died for all of us, for many.
I'm about to get him. It says, "Go not into the ways of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." And as you go, preach saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. That's what we're saying.
That's not what I asked you to read for me. You chose something different, so I'm going to have a good night.
You had to run. The wicked fleeth when no man pursue. Look how he messed up. Look at him. He's messed up. He's messed up. He is messed up, dude. He's messed up. Your Catholic clergy is messed up. He's a liar. He's a stuttering, tap dancing liar, man. That's what shows you the Lord brought him here to show him he don't know knowledge. Why was he asking us questions? If we're dumb Negroes, why was a Catholic priest asking us what something means? You people are done, man. He don't know. He don't know. So y'all keep believing in that farce, man. Talking about, oh, you guys are so violent. Why are you yelling at me? The Lord was loud. Did not riots break out when the prophet spoke? You feminists, man. He's probably a sodomite, man. Come on, man. Let's get out of here, man. The Lord, hey, all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Come on in here, man. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that feeds us with knowledge and understanding. Much love to you, elect brethren, man. Keep faith. We're almost home. Shalom.
Shalom.